Yo, D Block. Don't be hating on me, shit. Look, there's clearly a problem going on in this community, all right? And it's wasteful spending. Sort of like Doge is doing for America. The black community needs to do the same. It needs to look into what it has been investing in, whether we're saying financially or spiritually. But both are fucking us up our ass. So we need to get started on this. We really do. And it's actually a damn shame because, for the record, my people are actually not dumb. They're actually very smart. They're just extremely stubborn. that would be my best answer for my people is my group is just extremely stubborn. Like they just don't want to get it, and sometimes it seems like they're purposely doing it. Like they just want to be an asshole. I don't know, but it is what it is. We're going to start this off right. Oh yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. This one's good. I think everybody should listen to this one. And if they don't, they're not like hooked up to this page, I think you should send them it. Be like, yo, watch this video. And then just see if his points, if they marinate with you, because he does actually have some decent points. We're going to start off with brother Kumo D. We're going to start off with Kumo D.
Generation of jackfruit. I'm saying.
So Kumo D was on he was on Willie D's page. He was on Willie D's page and he had something to say about this whole video is about how we waste our money and how we put people in front of us that are a waste of money. And we're not learning. We're not learning from this. Let's listen.
Generation of a generational thought process, because I said for me, the first sellout in the hood is a drug dealer, and people don't look at it that way. And
expound on that.
The first sellout is a drug dealer because I'm just trying to feed my family is not an answer for you to be able to kill my family. You can't kill my family because you're trying to feed your family. So you're the first sellout, and we co-sign that and be cool. It's like he's just trying to eat. He's not just trying to eat. He's killing your family while he's trying to eat. You're creating a climate that makes black on black the worst thing on the planet. You're killing black people trying to make a living. And the oppressor is absolutely loving that. And I said they love a drug dealer. Your colonizer loves a drug dealer because you're killing your people to feed yourself.
Now, I don't have a problem with what he's saying. I have a problem with, at the end, how he tried to throw oppressor in there. Because white people aren't selling black people drugs. Hispanics are. And white people aren't putting a gun. Sorry, Mr. Charlie is not putting a gun to black people's heads and making them sell their own people drugs. So, and actually I was supposed to throw something else in this, but it's all right. So for the drug dealer, he gets the jazz. And this is what we're going to have to start doing with these people. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to kick them out. They have to be out of our community. How many credits, you know what I'm saying, claps and stuff have we gave for the drug dealer? And remember, the drug dealer is not just a nigga on your block. No. For generations, decades, we have been congratulating this piece of shit in our neighborhood that is destroying the children in our neighborhood, destroying the people in our neighborhood, destroying the elders in our neighborhood, and also they can eat. So they're willing to destroy our people because they want to eat. And it's like what Kumo D said, it ain't worth it. It's not worth you making it for my people to die. No, hell no. So you're the biggest sellout in the community. Next one up. I know you guys knew I was going to touch on it. This Big U situation. Oh shit, the Big U, the loose lips in fucking California. You know what I'm saying? The loose lips of California, because it ain't even the Crips. There's blood involved too. He running his fucking mouth. That's one thing I do want to say for the record, and I'm being dead honest. What the fuck was we thinking by allowing somebody like Whack 100 to even get clout? And then it's not nothing personal to him, you know, because he's not the first and he won't be the last. But it's like, why are we in 2025 allowing people to tell us war stories? War stories have never been good. They've always been a negative because they're always trying to clout chase. It's always trying to be egotistic. You know what I'm saying? Ego trip instead of the ego trip I was telling you guys about. That's what that is. So feds say the LA Crips leader Big U ran a mafia-like crime empire fronted by an anti-gang charity. So you want to act like you're changing the community, hiding behind a charity, when really you're using the charity as a buffer to keep destroying the neighborhood. This is what we have to do, y'all. Like, I know everybody's not going to understand, and some of y'all might want me to, get more serious, but it's like, no. I gotta have fun with this because it's gonna stop me from like wilding out. You know what I mean? I gotta have fun with this. But to be completely honest with you, they are the reason our communities are ruined. It's like, yeah, I talk about the women, yes, but clearly the women are not leaders on earth. So they don't have enough common sense or discernment to realize why somebody is telling them to not date the criminal, not date the unproductive man, the lazy man, the schemer man, the scammer man, the shortcut man. You know, there's a reason that we don't want you messing with them, because at the end, if you half-ass something, it's going to be half-ass. Okay. The black woman steady argues about being the least protected person. Of course, you're least protected. You keep woven yourself around criminals. Criminals don't protect. You know what I'm saying? Like the saying goes, there's no honor amongst thieves. These are men's sayings, and clearly women don't comprehend what they mean, but it's like, that's why a man is telling you cannot go through life messing with everything negative, thinking that we're going to have a happy ending. It doesn't work like that. Like ladies, do you ladies in Noble Men, do you guys ever play video games? Well, when you play video games, some of these games have like several different endings depending on how you play the game. You can have a good ending or a bad ending. All right, well, bad endings come from not doing everything correct in the game, from missing stuff, from not doing something before doing something else. And it's like, it just leaves you with a bad ending. Well, that's what we're having. We're having a bad ending, even though, it's not even over, because there's another generation coming behind us. But it's like, we're having a bad ending because we're not getting that we're wasting our energy and money on bullshit people. We've been doing it for the longest. Okay. This guy right here, Mr. Umar Johnson. Oh, shit. Mr. Umar Johnson. The guy talking about a school. Donations. Pay him. He's going to make this school. He's going to make the Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Harriet Tubman, Shaka Zulu, Kunta Kinte, Lil Bobby and them, the Black Panther, Bobby Seale, Frederick Douglass, Kunta Kinte school, okay? Whatever. He could put as many spell names that he wants to put on it. It's going on, I think, 15 years. I think. He just has this building that he keeps showing, but no students in it. Everybody kind of think he lives in it. Cash App stopped him from taking donations. PayPal stopped him from taking donations. And he's like, oh, it's because of Negro haters and stuff, or ninja haters. And it's like, wait a minute, bro. The ninjas is the ones who put you on. If Black people are going to these companies and telling them to stop funding you, you can't argue with that. You can't say hate. No, that was supposed to be white people doing that to you. Because white people are the ones you keep talking about. The ones you saying don't want to see your people thrive and do good, and they're against us. And the record companies try to play R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson, and you want to keep us on these spells. And most of the time, you don't even know what you're talking about. But it's like you give all this flutter. Meanwhile, donations for this school that has never came out and is not going to come out. Then on top of that, we're allowing you in our communities to speak to our women, to the opposite sex of our group. And you're giving them all this romance. You telling them all this stuff. Meanwhile, you not even in your own kid's life. You out here just giving all this advice, but you don't have a wife. And then you got kids on the internet basically barking at you like, bro, how you all high and noble and stuff, and you're not even doing nothing for your own kids. So that's a waste of money in the Negro community. And Umar Johnson, you get the jazz. We have to get rid of these people, yo. Like, we're being destroyed because of these people we're letting around. The homie is evil for that one. This brother said the Dr. Umar school is like the Detox album. That motherfucker ain't never coming out. It's like it'll be a bootleg version, but it'll never be the real deal. It's never coming out. Now, we didn't talk about the whole situation in California with the Big U and how they were, basically trafficking, fucking, whether it's drugs, pimping, whatever the case may have you, under the alias of a charity. And they pretty much was doing whatever dirt they was doing. So then Big U comes out before he turns himself in, and he says it's 600 and Whack 100 who pretty much got him caught up. How do we know? Because no jumper is evidence. Adam 22. Y'all talked all that shit about Vlad, acting like Adam 22 is not the West Coast division. He's just the West Coast division of the same fucking shit. So it's like, it made no sense why y'all keep high-siding, talking about y'all black. You don't want to hear white people say the word nigga. Then out of nowhere, here comes this Jen Lee dude on no jumper. He's allowed to say nigga. All these motherfucking dope fiend motherfuckers like Brick Baby. Like, nobody got nothing to say. Everybody just neutral. Adam 22 basically said the hard ER, basically said nigger right in front of Brick. Brick didn't do nothing but smile. Brick Baby, Whack 100, Big U, Loose Cannon, 600. Y'all get the jab. these people around us, man. There's too much money. There's too much money, and there's too much easy money. You know what I'm saying? These damn Democrats was taking care of these immigrants for 4 years straight. They brought in 20 million of them. They was giving them houses, clothes, money, food stamps, all different types of shit, bro. Y'all still out there about the reason I'm bringing that up is because these Jasmine Crockett motherfuckers, these emotional ass people. Al Green whining about Medicaid. Nobody ever even said nothing about Medicaid. Why is your old funky ass disrupting shit? What you doing? You made up, bruh. And you know what? We didn't even have to give him the jazz shit. The government did. The government did this. Al Gore. All right. Goofy ass dude out of here, bro. He's trying to keep you in a time that you're not even in. You're not even learning anything. And he lying to you. Then Jasmine Crockett. This motherfucker raised in the county and not the jail. No, like the countryside. This motherfucker ain't from the streets. She is not from the streets at all. She's from church. She a church girl. Now all of a sudden you out here, you know what I'm saying, jerking your neck and, you know, they not like us and all that. And we were black slaves. Man, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. In certain things, we don't need representation. Now, I'm not saying we don't need representation in the government. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we don't need representation on the Democrat side at all. We have been over there too long, and them people is too weak, and they not willing to like follow any type of structure or law or rules. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Same thing goes with this waste of money. I'm saying that's where it starts. The waste of money starts with the Democratic mind or the Democrat mind state, where you go into victimhood and you let somebody tell you a bunch of feel good talk. You know what I'm saying? Trying to pat your back, act like you the best thing coming, the next thing coming, and then they don't do nothing for you. And then 4 more years go by and you keep depleting. Like, I hope the American Negroes do know something. I hope y'all know from in the start of 1940, the American Negro was 89% in poverty. 89% of us was broke as hell. Okay. Before the Lyndon B. Johnson welfare program, just follow me. That was in 1940. He was 89% in poverty. By 1960, before the Lyndon B. Johnson welfare program, before any of that, by 1960, our poverty rate was 49%. In 20 years, we literally cut it down in half before Lyndon B. Johnson, before any of that. Lyndon B. Johnson comes in. The poverty rate goes from 49 to 18. Sound good, huh? What happened in the 70s? When did the welfare state really hit? In the 70s. That you can't claim in the 60s when he only has half a decade. It's like 64 or 65. Okay, bro, he has 5 years. That doesn't count. No. That's the 18%. Then once we get to the 70s, now you have all these out of wedlock babies, all these runaway dads, all this crime. How the hell that happen? From there, here comes heroin. Here comes crack. Here comes prostitution. Okay, wait a minute. At this same time, in the early 70s, at this same time, Hollywood is falling apart. It's about to be over. Like, there's nothing left. What do? They create blaxploitation. First of all, you can clearly tell my people were uneducated because to exploit something is not good. That is a negative. So they called it blaxploitation. So we're going to exploit black people. That's basically what it means. What'd you get? Superfly, the Mac. Black people weren't known to mess with no wicked shit. Like, you could say some Africans do that shit, but you couldn't say no American Negroes was into no devil. We're not into wickedness. What y'all end up doing? Making horror movies, Blackula, Abby, JD's Revenge, fucking with shit we don't even do. Exploitation, black exploitation. We're going to exploit black people. And then, and what did everybody want to do? Be priests, be Goldie. You know what I'm saying? All the females trying to be Foxy Brown and into trouble and shit. We're revolutionary like coffee. We're going to ride for our brother. This is what they beating us with now. This is that Al Sharpton boycott. Oh, our brothers, we got to stick together. Why would we boycott and waste our time? And then you tell us to, first of all, buy in advance so we don't have to buy these days. So you still want me to shout with these motherfuckers, just not on this day. Completely ignorant. But why would we boycott when we could just unite and create our own Costco? We create our own Sam's Club. It could really be like Ebony Club. You know what I'm saying? Club Ebony. It's like we could have, bro, what's stopping us? Nothing. So from the Democrat push, which turns you into a fake revolutionary push, which turns you into a ghetto representative, like you love the ghetto now. You don't want to change the ghetto. You don't want to make it better. No, you want to be a victim and whine about being in the ghetto. That whole mind state and ideology has to get the jab. And then one more and I'm out. The main waste of money in the black community. Entertainers. Entertainers are the biggest waste of fucking black community money on earth. Most of these motherfuckers do not have any talent. They are just throwing these bitch ass motherfuckers out there. That's first. Second of all, these athletes are dumb as hell. How many of these hoe ass women do we have to see in the industry run these niggas' pockets? How many times? How many times? And motherfuckers have turned this into some regular shit. Like, this is just normal. It's like, no, pipsqueak. Athletes ain't never been known to be book smart. These motherfuckers are dumb in a box of rocks. The hell are we doing having our kids look up to this fool? And then they be like, oh, well, they're athletes. Bro, you can't, in the spell you can, but in real life, bro, you can't just idolize sports. Like, no, you got to have some other type stuff, especially something to fall back on if you don't go to the pros, and most people don't. Only 3% make it. So there's that. Then as far as, you know, like acting and rapping and singing, these are all motherfucking charlatans. The Epstein files ain't nothing. I mean, it's no different than the Diddy files. Everybody know, everybody ain't saying shit. So the whole shit is corrupt. Motherfuckers was watching people do shit, wasn't saying something, wasn't reporting it. Countless women overdose that we know, some we don't know. Countless motherfuckers commit suicide. Countless motherfuckers, like, shit, Coolio mysteriously got killed. Angie Stone running her mouth, then she mysteriously get killed. It's like we can clearly see the play. So the entertainers are a part of the elite. They just the slave version. You know what I'm saying? They say we slaves, but they talking about mental slaves. No, these motherfuckers is actual slaves. Like, they know what they doing and they working under this Gestapo. You know what I'm saying? We can't be feeding these fucking demons, bro. We feeding vampires and shit. We feeding them our new moves on the street. We feeding them our new styles, our new dances, our new moves. Everything we doing, we just feeding these jokers. And it's like, bro, look what they doing for us in return. None of these millionaires have cleaned up none of the low poverty places that they came from. None of them. And some of them have came from the same place. The gang of people, like, bro, Gary, Indiana, okay, that's Michael in them. But, bro, how many of our stars came from L.A.? How many of our stars came from somewhere down south, the same place, Georgia? How many of our stars came from New York? It's like, come on, bro. They haven't done anything for any of these communities they claim to be representing in the starlight, making us repeat ignorance when you know that's not really us, but they want to make it all pretty looking because they got all this costume jewelry, these rented cars, all this stuff just to keep your mind on ego trip. Now you out there fighting with your brethren instead of building with your sisters, making businesses, little LLCs and stuff, keeping it community based so where y'all all know each other. Y'all all know each other's kids. Y'all grow up around each other. Everything's a trust situation. You ain't got no loose crackhead uncle that just wind up popping up out of nowhere and then such situations happen. No. Everybody knows each other. These people commune with each other. They eat with each other. You know what I'm saying? They plot and plan for their kids' destinies with each other. It's like real community work. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, we need a community center so we could be centered in our community. You dig? I don't spell no cast. I ain't casting no spell. I'm showing you how to make the cast sell well. I want it good. You know what I'm saying? Endless waters. I want it good. I want the well right by the house. We got fresh water over here. We ain't got to worry about getting their purified garbage. No. Fresh waters right here. We have to switch it up. Y'all can keep trying to knock the good Samaritans in the background. I've been talking to y'all for years, but y'all want 4K camera, y'all want bright lights, y'all want cars and change it. You the same goofies that had us spellcasted on the TV, had us spellcasted on the tabloids, had us spellcasted with the movies and stuff. Y'all making the same moves. And that's why we going through the same bogus stuff, bro. We can't just keep watching the power that these white people had. No offense to them, but it's like with the whole cancel culture thing, the whole Me Too thing, that's all them. They can push agendas all day. LBAJKY, they can do all that stuff. We can too, bro. You're not knocking your brother or your sister by saying this gets no play in this ride. You are canceled. I'm sorry, bro. Like, we have to get over turning our celebrities into like puppet show antics because that's what they always were. Once y'all turn Lil Boosie from a rapper to like comedy relief, it's like now you're seeing the spell in full version. Like now you're getting it. Once you found out Megan Thee Stallion was lying, you know what I'm saying? It's like now you're seeing it full flesh. There's so many times we have been like basically pissed in the face by these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West is one of the worst right now. Kanye West, like, I don't care if y'all think he's deep, if he's so creative, you're full of shit, bro. No, he's not. He's a weirdo. Like, Kanye is straight up weirdo time because he's trying to make people on an agenda that nobody really cares about. Dog, that's you beefing with the Jews and want to, you know, talk about the Klan and all that. Come on, dog, that's old news. Like, we out here on the Indian flip. We on some whole other stuff. This is the grassroots people. You know what I'm saying? Because we've already exposed who the shills are in the black community. We already know. Anything that's trying to pump you to a whole nother continent is against you because it makes no sense. That shit been around too long. And then when we look on the continent, some of them motherfuckers still primitive. That don't even make no sense when the whole world evolved. For some weird reason in Africa and in places in South America, there's like undeveloped people still. They go, oh, that's everywhere. Bruh, how the fuck did these people not evolve, period? When we evolved, the fuck? You had like a sword created itself or a fucking car created itself. These things don't create themselves. So why didn't these people fucking elevate, bro? And then why you want me connected to these people? Every time you try to bring me over there, you try to bring me to these primitive motherfuckers. You never try to bring me to the kings because you know better. You know them, the motherfuckers who sold these people to come over here. I'm not claiming we all are those people, but I'm saying follow the breadcrumbs. Nigga, I get what y'all trying to do. Nobody's stupid. We got to stop wasting money in our community. We have to. We got to stop with all this celebrity worship. They have been proven that they are bogus, and we are too far in the game educationally. We've been out of the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the first millennium, the teen millennium. Now we in the 20s with this thing. Umar Johnson shouldn't even exist no more. Like, dog, nobody want to hear that crap. Shut up. No, nobody want to hear none of that back to Africa, we African stuff, dog. We're not African. We're American, bro. That's where we're at. That's why we ain't building nothing over here. That's why ain't nothing changing. Because you keep us wishing on a star, talking about some place that we're not. Come on, bro. Like, white man proudly call himself American. He don't call himself the king of the Caspian Sea, motherfucker. He don't go, oh yeah, I'm the Caucasoid, from the Great Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, it's like, you don't do that shit. So why the hell do I have to? Then I got more merit over here than him, motherfucker. I'm the copper-colored Indian. Why the fuck would I leave my own shit to be some shit that's selling their own people and stuff? I don't want to be involved in this shit. Oh, Indians there too. Y'all need to stop mixing stories, bro. we had a couple tribal altercations, but we all on the same turf. That's like me arguing about the Tutsis and Hulus. Nigga, I can't argue that shit. That's way over there. That's their shit. So don't try to mix matters and like we were enslaving our people and shipping them off over there. No, we didn't. We didn't even have no fucking stories of no shit like that, bro. No, you don't. You don't have any stories of any indigenous Americans enslaving indigenous Americans and shipping them off somewhere. The only thing you have is some foreigners, some Asians, some motherfucking I forgot what the other motherfuckers was, but yeah, okay, all those are foreigners. They ain't got nothing to do with the original people over here. They weren't doing no shit like that, bro. Like even the white dude was talking about Christopher Columbus. He was like, that shit is sad. Like when you really hear the story about how Christopher Columbus described it, he's like, bro, this is sad, bro. Like what kind of shit is this? I think I got it. Hold on. I think I saved that shit. Yeah. I might have. Let me see. He was like in a hospital bed, but he was just telling a story. I don't know. I might have it. I might not. Yeah, hold on.
And it's about Columbus. This is one of the darkest things I've ever read in history, and it's about Columbus meeting the natives. In his letters, he writes, "They are very simple and honest and exceedingly liberal with all they have, none of them refusing anything he may possess when he is asked for it. They exhibit great love towards all others in preference to themselves." He says, "They are the best people in the world and above all the gentlest, without knowledge of what is evil, nor do they murder or steal. They love their neighbors as themselves, and they have the sweetest talk in the world, always laughing." After saying all that, he then writes, "They would make fine servants. With 50 men, we could subjugate them all and make them do whatever we want." Is that not the most brutal thing you've ever heard? Like, I just don't understand how we got to that point.
We got to that point because we're taking the narrative of the same person who made Ichabod Crane in The Headless Horseman. Irving. That's an Irving tale. That's Irving's novel about Christopher Columbus. 50 men. Impossible. But what did he say about those Indians? Good people.
These are the 10 stocks I'm investing in 2025.
They were good people. You know what I'm saying? So you take that what you want with it. I feel like, I come off kind of cool. I try. But I'm saying that to say this. The Negroes is the Indians. So I'm talking to y'all, which you can be whatever side you want. You can say you're from the boats or you can say you're from the turf. It is what it is. What I'm saying to you is it's time. It's at that time where, we really need to start retrospecting about what we're allowing around us. And, it's been around too long for us to say it's beneficial. So maybe it's time for us to let it go. A few of these things, it's just time to let them go. That's all I'm saying. And then we can work towards better stuff, like seeing what's going on with the whole Doge thing and where's this money going, and then start working with unity and making our own businesses and then getting our own loans, whether it's through the banks or through other different ways. There's other different ways of getting loans coming together. The reason that the loans are finicky with us is because there's no progress getting done. But once the progress is at hand and the business is getting done, everything's straight. So from there, all I'm saying is think about it. Think it over and really think to yourself, are these the critical problems in our community that is we're wasting our money on and it's slowing us down? And do we need to give them all the jab? That's all I'm saying. Maybe it's time to change it up. You guys let me know. Goes.